Alright, relatively cheap and cheerful one for you today. Excuse my shadow going past. I haven't made any substantial progress for a while, so I haven't got anything to show you, but I thought I'd show you two of my kits I've got in progress. As you can see, if you recognise the airplane, this is a Fouga CM170 Magister, which I've got on the go. I'm building it in the Belgian colour scheme, and I've got the main wings on and the fuselage built, and the the cockpit itself is clear. That's going to show up. No, it's not going to go. There we are. Anyway, there's no cockpit on top of there. I've had a bit of a hiatus. I've got the undercarriage waiting to be finished. I've got the tails painted. Well, not painted, that's the main problem. Part painted. I got the balance control things there, whatever they're called. Actuators of the tail part. My problem is I don't have all the colours. I've approximated a tan colour, and I've got the 116 Emerald for the dark green, American dark green, US dark green. I think that's what it's called. Matte US dark green. Now, I thought matte US light green. I tried to lighten up the dark green, but it didn't come out as per the painting instructions. So maybe the painting instructions are printed in such a way that it doesn't give an accurate idea of what paint this should be, but I may have got this on pause now until I can get some paint which fits. I don't want to start painting it only to find that I need to repaint it. So I got the aluminium silver underneath, just one or two undercoats of that. I painted the edge of the intakes with one of the gloss reds I've got. Matte or gloss red, doesn't matter to me. I'm not that particular. This kit's from 1975, or 1976, so I've had to rescribe best I can because it had raised panel lines. So I've done my best with there. I don't know if you can see the scribed panel lines there. Just very basically used a scalpel, trimmed off, sort of slid off the raised part, and then got a straight edge metal rule and scored a panel line without trying to make it too trenchy. So that's that. As you can see, I'm using these pots as I always say I do. That's that one kit on the go. And also one which has also taken so many years is the Tornado GR4 from Apex again, which is actually another raised panel line kit, which is GR1, but they've added a few extra parts here, extra weapons, modern weapons, and there's one of this part here, there's an extra targeting pod, I think you probably call it. This is the anniversary of the Dam Busters, so that's special decals which I'm not going to waste by not making them. I'll build this whether it takes another month or another year. Hopefully not another year. But again, the shade of grey which it calls for isn't one I've got. Two shades actually. So I tried ordering online and something went wrong with my computer, so I really need to either be using an approximate colour or wait until I'm in a position to get to a outlet to buy said colour. But I've tried a bit of rescribing and I put a bit of paint over it to try and fill up in any of the panel lines which are too deep. It's an old kit from the 90s, probably the 80s or 90s, maybe the 80s. I've already got the counterweights, or the weights, in the nose, bit of colourful plasticine, and just behind the cockpit, because the wheels here, so it's plenty of nose weight on that centre of gravity. Put the little joysticks in. You can see that. And I've tried to dry brush some detail on the instrument panels and inside. You can't see that, but as usual, you see that? Maybe if the camera's willing to focus. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be all sealed up and barely seen, but it's there. When I tried to put the wings on, I had a bit of a trouble. Let me just see it's the right way around, because usually there's a oh dear me, there we are. Usually there's a bar between the two areas. If I can get that on, there we are. So that's bar there, so that as you move this one, it moves that one, and you've got the swing wings there. But I'm always suspicious about the actual angle. I know it droops a little bit, but I don't want it too droopy, so I'm going to glue it in place. And the bar I accidentally snapped, so I have to go by just where the ailerons or flaperons or whatever they're called are starting, so I know it's clear from the main fuselage, so approximate where it's going to be. But again, it's all a bit hit and miss of the old kit. And not much else to fit together. I got the usual undercarriage and main tail, and all these other parts which so apart from the small bag, I got all this big bag. A lot of weapons that you're not going to use in this kit, and but it's nice to have the options, isn't it? So there we are. Slightly long but necessary fill-in video while I haven't got anything finished. So thanks to all my subscribers, up to 61 as I film this. So thank you for subscribing, and please stick with me, and we'll have some more fun looking at models over the next couple of months.